Aries, welcome to Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to do your weekly and see what's going on for you this week, because it's weekly. We have Queen of Cups. This is a nice way to start it off. Oh, Aries, what do we got? Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I'm going to pull the last before I start saying what I'm going to say. How about that? So, you have two sevens. So you're kind of at the point where it's like you are realizing kind of the bigger circle of things. And the universe is kind of like, not looking at you, but it's kind of like you're seeing the patterns of stuff. And you're not just jumping into things. You're not just like going with the flow. You're not like this, that, you know, and just like, okay, well, let's try this, let's try that. Because with this Queen of Cups, there's kind of, you know, it's a nice, kind energy, Queen of Cups, but it's like if it's not feeling good, because you have this Seven of Pentacles, which is like, you're not just rushing, you're giving it a second. And with the Seven of Wands, you're also giving it a second. Like if someone tries to push you to do something or just go in this direction or just do it because, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. No. Because with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, there's like a deliberateness to it. Like if you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You're not just going to like willy-nilly, like, oh, well, they said we got to do it. We got to do it. And because Aries, I mean, you're quick. You're fast. You have like an energy that's like on the move. It's not just sitting on your duff, but you just want it to be more deliberate. That's the thing I'm getting is it's like if it's, because even this deer is like, stop. No, hands up. No. Because, all right, so how is Aries going to make this happen? Hi. Four of Wands, King of Swords. If it's not what you want, if it's not going to feed into your stability, you know, because the Four of Wands is being able to have all four corners to build your stuff on. It's also 11-11 if you want to get into that aspect of it, where it is what you want, you know. So with the King of Swords, there's, like I said, a discernment, a very deliberate way forward, because what does Aries actually want, you know? The Sun. I feel like when the right opportunity pops up, it's much easier for you to be like, this is what I'm doing. And you kind of, there's no more static. There's no more Seven of Wands where it's kind of like, but I have to do that, but I have to do it. But there's no more have to. It's I want to, you know, or I get to. And that's a very different way of saying things. I have to means you kind of have no say. I have to implies like, well, I kind of don't want to. But I get to, or I want to, is the stuff that you actually are like, I'm deciding this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. Because overall, you have Strength, Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. Yeah, the strength of just like, no thank you. You're done with that. The communication of this new Aries attitude might not be super well received, because if you're putting your energy into other stuff, other people might not benefit off you or your labor or your thoughts or your emotional support, whatever it may be. And, you know, but you have the strength to be like, listen, guys, you know, I know you're not completely helpless. And there might be, I'm going to say, people seeing the change and kind of being like, oh, darn, like I can't, you know, not take advantage, but I can't benefit from Aries in the same way I used to. Or people are watching it and they're like, what's going on? I'm not going to say that it's not well received, this new attitude, but it's not well received from the people who were getting something out of you that are no longer going to be able to pull you in the same way that you had been. Because with this King of Swords after that, with King of Wands, your thoughts and your actions are like just top tier. Like you can't be swayed from the decisions you're making. And Temperance wanted to go but didn't completely come out. So there may be a need to be patient with other people. And then here's the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's like a new one. Not necessarily unveiling, but if it's true for you, you know what your truth is. And you're not really letting anything else kind of sway or push or... Because what is this Sun? What are these opportunities that are coming out? 9 of Wands, 7 of Swords. You're ready to smack back at anything that is trying to push your boundaries or get one over on you. Yeah, and this illumination, it's almost like I'm hearing that ah sound like Aries. It's like a new dawning of Aries. Because this Queen of Cups back here, 10 of Wands. I get like a grin and bear it. I get like a just smile through it. You know, it almost makes me sad because like if you've been carrying all this stuff, but you've been keeping this like cheerful heart, like that makes me sad. Because now it gets to the you portion of the show. Finally, 6 of Wands. I'm not saying like all the hard work, sacrifices, this is the reward for it, but in a way, it's almost like you've done your time in this energy. You've learned what you needed to learn out of this energy of give, give, give. Because now the recognition is finally kind of meeting up with you where you can pick and choose what you're doing. And not letting people have access to you anymore. If it's not the right kind of access. Here we go. The Scythe, the Bear, and the Bouquet. So you're cutting out stuff and having this mama bear energy because these opportunities coming in, it's almost like the opportunities and the stuff that's coming towards you is what's making you realize like, no, this is mine. Like this is what I need to choose for me. And you're going to guard those opportunities, you know, and not let anyone pull this like Page of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. Because the Ring and the Ship. This has been a long time coming. The ring can be a relationship, but it's also about a cycle. It's also about grabbing the brass ring, you know, like on those old carousels. So there is something that's kind of kicking off here. And basically the key to it is ending anything that's kind of dragging you down. I know that seems incredibly trite, but it's like, I mean, it's just backing up what the tarot said. Because with the key, how is this going to happen? The new beginnings with the children, you're kind of watching out for any kind of snaky stuff. So there is a little bit of being on guard, not in a negative way, but you're just keeping your eyes peeled. You don't want to have to strike, but you will if you have to, that 9 of Wands energy. And then the Bride to get to what you want. It's almost like with the focus you have, it's not necessarily unstoppable, but once you choose a direction to go, it's like, you know, you can't be swayed anymore. There's no more sway. And it's like either people are going to have to get on board with you, Aries, or they're going to have to just figure out how they fit in your life outside of that because you've done your time carrying the wands and being the bigger person. Like you're a giant among men at this point. But like now this is you time, Aries. I'm really digging this for you. So, I mean, actually, I'd say enjoy it. You know, don't even worry about having your back up. But, you know, as you change, sometimes people push back because, like I said, they can't get the same out of you that benefited them. And that's when they get upset. So just keep your eyes peeled for those people. But I think the ones that really do have your best interest at heart, they're going to be the ones that are reaching out to be like, hey, Aries, like I see what you're doing and here you go. You know, like is starting to attract like now. And not just people that like Aries giving what they want. So, all right, Aries, that's what we have. Like, comment, you know, subscribe, whatever. I want to hear what's going on with you. And I'll talk to you later.